Welcome back. I'm Flora Sage, your certified simplification coach. And for over 28 years, I've been helping women like you declutter not only your life, but your business as well by finding out where you are, where you want to be, and then clearing out the messy middle that is getting in the way and preventing you from having the life and the business that you are wildly obsessed with. Today, we are going to look at 20 questions that you can ask yourself when you're decluttering your physical space. Now, this is not the regular, oh, do I love it? Do I use it? Would I buy it again? These are questions that go a little bit deeper and that reveal a lot more about what's going on inside and why you might be hesitant to get rid of some of the stuff that you have and maybe even prevent you from purchasing more stuff in the future. So let's get into this. We have 6 categories, and within these 6 categories, we have 20 questions in total. So the first category is identity clutter. Now, these questions are going to help you to kind of see what season that you're in and to help show you what you might have outgrown in your life. The first question is, who was I when I bought this or when I received it? Number 2, am I still that version of myself? Am I still that version of myself? Number 3, does this reflect who I'm becoming or who I'm afraid to let go of? So this meaning whatever object or thing that you're holding on to. Does this thing reflect who I'm becoming or who I'm afraid to let go of? Number 4, am I holding on to this out of guilt, nostalgia, or pressure? Am I holding on to this out of guilt, nostalgia, or pressure? I'll give you an example. That pair of heels from your corporate life, and now you run a barefoot wellness brand, you might want to ditch the heels. Category 2, emotional inventory. These things will uncover the feelings that often get trapped inside of physical spaces. So this is question number 5 of the list of 20. What emotion does this item bring up for me? And I want you to answer this truthfully. What emotion does this item bring up for me? Number 6, if I let this go, what would I feel? Would I feel relief? Would I feel grief? Would I feel fear? Or fill in the blank, but what would I feel? What emotion would I feel if and when I let this thing go? Number 7, am I keeping this because I don't trust that I'm going to be okay without it? Am I keeping this because I don't trust I'm going to be okay without it? Moving on to category number 3, future intentionality. Now, these things are going to check whether or not your environment matches the life that you say that you want. Now, we've done many, many episodes here on this channel and here on this podcast about that future version of yourself and who you're stepping into and what you need to usher out in order to make space to be that version of yourself. So this is question number 8. Is this aligned with the future that I'm calling in? And again, when I say this or the or whatever, it's that object that you're getting ready to declutter. Is this aligned with the future that I'm calling in? Number 9, if everything in my home could talk, would this item cheer me on or hold me back? I love that. If everything in my home could talk, would this item cheer me on or hold me back? This is like a ringer. That question is one of my favorite questions. Number 10, what would my ideal self say about this space? What would my ideal self say about this space? Now, imagine that you're giving like a home tour to your future self. Would your future self smile? Or would your future self be kind of cringing like, oh, why do you still have this? Like, you do not need this, sister. Come on, it's time to get rid of it. Category number 4 is energy and overwhelm. Question number 11, does this item make me feel energized or heavy? Does this item make me feel energized or heavy? Question number 12, is this thing adding to my decision fatigue? Is this thing adding to my decision fatigue? This is huge. We've talked about decision fatigue so many times here on the podcast and here on this channel. And the more stuff that you have, typically, the more decision fatigue that you have, because each thing you have to make a decision on. So is this thing adding to my decision fatigue? Chances are it's going to be a yes. Okay. Now, question number 13. Do I avoid this space because it overwhelms me? Do I avoid this space because it overwhelms me? Again, on this podcast, we've talked about Monica's closet, where you open it and it's just full of all the things, and you're like, oh my God, I can't even. You shut the door, you move on, you do something else, you distract yourself. So do you avoid the space because it overwhelms you? All right, that brings us to category 5, which is control versus trust. Control versus trust. Question number 14. Am I keeping this just in case? Am I keeping this just in case? Number 15. Am I trying to control the future by stockpiling the past? Am I trying to control the future by stockpiling the past? Question number 16. What would it look like to trust that what I need will come when I need it? What would it look like to trust that what I need will come when I need it? This is where that just in case clutter comes in, and that fear of lack or that kind of scarcity mindset thinking is, oh, I need to keep this because I might need it someday. Well, if that someday comes and you've let that thing go, do you trust that the resources will be there for you to have that thing when you need it? When or if you need it. It's a big if. Category number 6. This is the final category. And this is purpose and permission. I want you to think about, what kind of life do you actually want to live in your space? What kind of life do you actually want to live in the home, in the space that you're living in right now? So this is question number 17. What would this space look like if I gave myself full permission to live the way I want? What would this space look like if I gave myself permission to live the way I want? So good. Number 18. What do I want this room or space to feel like, not just look like? Several weeks ago, I did a video about designing your home with your vibe. And when you do this, it makes decluttering so much easier, and it actually makes it to where you really won't clutter up the space because it is your vibe. Question number 19, have I been waiting for someone else to give me permission to change this space? Have I been waiting for someone else to give me permission to change this space? You have my permission. You have my permission. All right, and finally, number 20, if I cleared this out, what would I finally be free to do? If I cleared this out, what would I finally be free to do? Many times throughout the years that I've been coaching people and working with people to declutter, this is 28 years now, many times I have asked someone, well, and I've even experienced this, seeing people open up storage spaces and everything is lost. It's like, if you lost everything, how would you feel? More times than not, people will say, oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I would feel so free because they wouldn't have all the stuff. Now, yeah, every once in a while, somebody's like, oh my God, I would feel absolutely devastated because X, Y, and Z was in this space. I'm like, perfect. Pull X, Y, Z out of that space, put it someplace. Now let's deal with the rest. And then again, it's like when I do the, hypothetical question, I get those answers. Also, when reality slaps you in the face and something has been in storage, you open that storage door and you see it's covered in mold, or it's absolutely wrecked because of water damage, or there's been a fire or a flood and everything is ruined. Nothing is salvageable. And I've seen people go, oh my God, yes, now I can just get a dumpster and throw it all away. I don't even have to go through it. How would it feel if you cleared all the stuff out, like all of it? What would you finally be free to do? What would you finally be free to do? These are some really powerful questions. And I want you, so I repeated these each twice for a reason. When you can allow yourself permission to really look at all your stuff for what it is, not just the money that you spent. The money that you spent, so this is one of the things. I spent good money on that. Your past self did. Now your current self is spending your energy. So you spent time in exchange for money to have the money to purchase the thing. And you're like, yay, I have this thing. And now it doesn't serve you anymore. But you're like, oh, but I spent good money on that. Okay, you did, your past self did, but now you're spending the rest of your life, because our life is nothing more than our attention. What you put your attention on is where you're spending your life. Do you want to waste your life worrying about this lamp that you don't even like? No, get rid of the lamp or get rid of that thing that you're just, oh, I spent good. Who cares? Okay, I get it. I've had that same thought is, I spent, okay, is it worth my time? Is it worth the rest of my life, thinking about this particular thing? Chances are it's probably not. And again, if you were to lose everything, what would you really miss? Often we get so caught up in the emotion and the stories about everything that we have that we miss being present in our life. And one of the reasons why I help women declutter their lives and their businesses is because there is so much that is robbing you right now of your present, of your attention right now, that you're like, I want to do this and I want to do this, but, and then you have all this messy middle stuff. That's what I help you do. I help, and it all starts usually with decluttering your personal space. I actually had a call recently when someone said, so what is it that you do exactly? Do you help people declutter or what? She was fairly new to me, never really saw anything except for a couple of my, videos here on YouTube, and she booked a free session. And that was her first question out of the gate is like, what exactly do you do? And for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you know what I do. But for those of you who are new, I truly help you declutter those 9 types of clutter that are keeping you from having the life that you really, really want. Whether it's financial clutter, daily clutter, body clutter, process clutter, environmental clutter, digital clutter. There's so many types of clutter that will get in the way of you being able to take action and get the life and have the life that you want. And that's one of the things that I've been helping women do for the last 28 years is I help women find out and identify where are you exactly? Like, where are you in your life or in your business? Where do you want to be and why aren't you here yet? And often as you're sharing the story of, okay, this is where you are, this is where you say you want to be, as you're sharing your story, I can identify and pick out those pieces of clutter that are preventing you from being here. Because if you didn't have any clutter, you'd be like, I'm here, this is where I want to go. You'd take the action and you'd be there. Like, it's a non-issue, okay? But that's usually not the case. There's usually time factors like time clutter, like daily clutter. Often there's mental and emotional clutter. Mental clutter is those loops that we're constantly going in. It could be financial clutter. Like I just spoke with someone else and she wanted to go to school. She didn't have the money to do it. And so I directed her to several scholarship sites. Hopefully she'll get back to me and say she won some scholarships and now she's on her way to college. But this is one of the things is we get on the phone and I hear from you where you are, where you want to be, and I help you identify those pieces in the middle that are cluttering up your path to success, that are cluttering up the path for you to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve. That's in your personal life. In your business, we look at your systems. Okay, this is what you do. This is your goal for your business. Do you have the things set up so that you can achieve that? Do you have systems? Do you not have systems? The systems that you have, are they old and outdated and too cumbersome? Do we need to create systems? It's a beautiful thing. I totally geek out with it if you haven't noticed. So if you really are just wanting to have more in life or wanting to have that life that you've always dreamed about and you're just like, I want to achieve XYZ, but for some reason, I just can't seem to figure out how to get it, or these certain stumbling blocks keep getting in the way, book a session, click the link below, let's talk. This is one of the things that I can laser in on and fine tune and find your piece of clutter or pieces of clutter that are getting in the way of your path to success and the path to what you say you want. So click the link, let's talk. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, as well as turn on that notification bell so you know every single time an episode is released. And I will see you back here next week. Mwah.